Good evening. Hello. The little film didn't work this time. Hello. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to Tea with the Druid. This is Philip Carr-Gomm. This is Tea with the Druid 257. I hope you're well. Brought to you by the Order of Bards, Obeits and Druids. And normally we have a little film at the beginning with music and all that. And I press a button and it plays, but it seems to have got stuck. I'm using different I'm on an iPad here. I hope you can hear me. Please tell me. Please tell me the film is coming in now. No picture. Blank screen. Your little film is playing now, but I can hear you. Oh gosh, it's so complicated. Film now replay. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Let's just we can see the film, the video is playing. I'll be quiet. Finished now. Thank you, Louise. Isn't technology fun? We spend so much of our time. I spend so much time verifying my email address and you know all the stuff we all do. It's crazy, isn't it? But lovely to see you. Good evening, everybody. Great to see you. Welcome to Tea with the Druid. Lovely to be with you. I'm up in Edinburgh and I've spent a lovely day in the Botanical Gardens. It's been so beautiful. Let's all imagine ourselves gathering together in this circle, because this is what we're doing. We're gathering together for a time of peace and quiet, of calm, and hopefully of inspiration and of connection with each other. So maybe you'd like to tune in. And as a first question, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I asked this question, where are you? And just when I mean where are you, not geographically, but where in your being do you feel yourself centered? Where are you coming from? Is it the chest? Is it the head? Is it, some people that get all sorts of answers, the hands, the feet. Where are you located at this moment? If you had to state a location for your consciousness within your body or your energy field. And let's just see heart, feet. Hooray, heart. Yes. The stomach. In my grove. Are you coming from a cupboard? Does the sound... I'm not in a cupboard anymore. No, I was in a cupboard in Bulgaria. Now I'm in a kind of box room in Edinburgh. My back near my spine, in my digesting tummy, solar plexus, head and throat, just below my ribs. Teeth, John King. I hope that's not because you've recently been to the dentist. My chest. After a wonderful day with my youngest grandchildren, the lower back, lol, yes, exactly, chest, hands wrapped around hot cup. Yeah, that'll give you a focus, won't it? The throat and the head. I have a body, ask singing butterflies. Surprise, surprise. Really low breathing, hips, knees. I'm in Edinburgh too, hooray. Hear you and see nature pics, Sina, chest problems, but had a good day. Sacral chakra. Stomach, having had a tasty vegan pie. Great, lovely. So there's all these different places we can locate ourselves in. And what's rather interesting is how you can help yourself to center or have a focus by placing your hands. I mean, try putting your hands on your solar plexus. And that can help you to feel that you're centered there, for instance. And then move them up to your heart, place them on your heart. And I don't know whether you find this, but when I do this kind of exercise, it really does alter how I'm feeling. If I'm in the solar plexus, there's a sort of, I don't know how to describe it, a kind of rootedness, connection to myself that feels good, feels strong. I move my hands up to my heart, and how does it change? See if it changes for you. Yeah. So yes. So here's what I wanted to explore with you. Thank you so much, by the way, for those of you who voted for the Children's Forest project. Lots of votes are coming in, and with a bit of luck, they'll do really well. It's such a beautiful project, and it's so aligned with what we as Druids, or people who are friendly to Druids, believe in, our values and ideas. It's such a beautiful project, working with children and working with their imaginations and working with spiritual principles that we work with adults, in terms of visualizing and working with tree law and so on. But there's still time. There's a few days to go. There's 3 days to go voting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have a look on the previous Tea with a Druid, you'll see there's a link to the Children's Forest programme, and you can vote there. And thinking of forests, so today in Edinburgh, I went into the Botanical Gardens, and it's so beautiful there. It was a lovely sunny day, and it's almost the perfect time to visit because the bluebells are still out. Some of them are fading, but there's still bluebells carpeting various areas. The rhododendrons are in full bloom. The azaleas are in bloom. Lots of flowers in bloom, and lilacs and honeysuckle, and just gorgeous. And of course, beautiful tree specimens, a wonderful pine soaring up into the air and so on, and a beautiful grove of sequoias that's there. And I was sitting admiring all this, and two things struck me. One was how people behave in botanical gardens. There's a kind of reverential attitude. People are quieter, people walk around more slowly and with awe. You basically know that they're experiencing awe and wonder, that they're looking wide-eyed at all the beauty around them. They're surrounded by beauty. And there's a quality of reverence because they're in a sacred place, essentially. And then the other thought that occurred to me is, if you had to create paradise, what would it look like? And I don't know how you feel, but what a great place to start. If you wanted inspiration, if you were given a job to create paradise, what a way to start. You'd think of beautiful botanical gardens like Kew Gardens, like the botanical gardens in Edinburgh, or around the world they have them, And you'd say, well, this is pretty good. This is paradise, really. And then you could add in a few touches. You could add a snow-covered mountain over there, and maybe a turquoise sea over there on the left, and beautiful white sandy beach, and so on. But it's like paradise. And one of the ideas that the Children's Forest works with is that you get the children to imagine, just as we do in Druid work, to imagine the future health of a forest. So when you're planting a sacred grove, one of the things you can do is you've got all these little sapling trees, but you come together as a group. Excuse me. Imagine you've got a group of 10 people. You've decided to plant a sacred grove. You've got the saplings together. You bring the saplings into the circle. You do whatever ceremonial or ritual you want to do. And then at some point, a really key moment is, a great idea is to hold hands together, tune in, and then to do what we do on Tea with a Druid every week, which is we tune in as a group and then imagine the sacred grove fully grown in its mature state, this beautiful circle of trees. And we imagine that strongly. And then we come out of the visualization, and there are our little saplings, and we physically plant them. And they get the kids doing that in the Children's Forest program as well. So this is working with this basic law of esoteric science, if you like, or spiritual law, is that the world of the imagination and of creative thought is causal to the physical world. It starts here and then it drops down. And so that's why I keep doing these Tea with the Druids, because it's not just a bunch of us just kind of having a little playful fantasy in our minds. I believe we create positive waves of energy that are creative in their own way, and that this has repercussions, and we won't know what those repercussions are probably. So yes, so let's do that now. And the other idea I just wanted to pass by you really is, excuse me again, I haven't got a cold, I'm just feeling a bit sniffly. Probably all that pollen I've been breathing in, actually. You come out of a botanical garden in a city, and of course you end up walking through streets full of traffic and busyness. And it's very easy to divide your reality into two realms: paradise and, to exaggerate perhaps, hell. Heaven and hell. It's like heaven in a botanical garden. Come out into a busy street with lorries passing and, you know, lots of people, and you can say, oh, this is like hell. It's all smelly and horrid and all that. It's polluting. So you've got, you know, the purity of paradise and the pollution of, you know, this other landscape. And this is the problem, I think, that's happened with utopian communities, utopian projects, where they make this distinction and then they try to create paradise. And it would be completely logical if we all tried to create paradisical communities and so on, like that. But then what happens is you start seeing the outside world as hell and the world you've created as heaven. And then it's just a very simple step to see you as the pure ones, the righteous ones, and those people out there as the sinners, because they're making the pollution and the mess and the noise and all the rest of it. And straight away, you've set up a very dysfunctional sort of situation. So I don't know how you feel about this, but my feeling is that we need to stop judging, really appreciate beauty, purity, paradisical environments, but to be able to go into environments that are less beautiful, that are more problematic, holding the beauty, if you like, the awe, the reverence that we experienced within us, and then being at this other level. It's like swimming down to another level, being this other level of reality. And that's why I think we're so impressed by, say, people working in the health service. You know, when you go to a hospital, and that's a pretty tough kind of environment, people suffering a great deal. And there are these wonderful nurses and doctors who are somehow able to work from their hearts, from their humanity, to bring healing and love and care into the world. They're not going, oh no, this hospital is full of mess and ill people and stuff, and I'm going to stay in the botanical gardens. No, they go into that world. So it's the ability to move between worlds and between levels, I think, that is certainly the goal that I aim for, and that I think is a really valuable goal perhaps to aim for. So tell me how you feel. Tell me if you disagree, and I'm going to just check that it's working. I think it is. I hope it is. So let's enter into meditation now. Let's do this, and we can actually create this paradise, this wonderful place for ourselves in the inner world, trusting in the belief that this is going to have an effect on our outer world and other people's outer worlds as well. And so if you're up for it, do by all means lower your gaze or close your eyes, however you wish to settle and become more easily able to enter another state of consciousness. And just start by becoming aware of being seated in front of your screen, aware of the walls around you, the ceiling above you and the floor beneath you, fully present, fully aware. just being here. But at the same time, you can perhaps open to being able to enter another level of consciousness, or to allow another level of consciousness that already exists to become manifest in your awareness. And you find yourself seated within the sacred grove, within a clearing in a forest. You take in a deep breath, hold, and then breathe out fully and deeply. And do this one more time in your own time. And tune in now to the power of the earth beneath you. You can smell the earth. You can feel all the creatures, the living creatures in the earth. You can feel the energy of the earth flowing up into your being, bringing you a sense of stability and of strength. And use now your creative imagination to build your awareness of the earth beneath you. Don't worry about how clear the image is or whether you can even see anything. Just allow yourself to play, knowing that at this level of consciousness, you can creatively build things and create things. So at this point, we can all imagine the clearing of our grove. The mosses, perhaps some grass, sandy patches, rocks, deepening our sense of the earth beneath us. And now we become aware of the roots of the trees in this earth. And these trees surrounding us, our brothers and sisters surrounding us. We can feel the energy of the trees. Breathing in deeply and breathing out deeply. Feeling the energy of the trees blessing us. And let's open now to that sense of awe and wonder when you sit with beautiful, mature or ancient trees. A sense of majesty, of power, of energy. And now let's tune into the sky above us. And as you breathe in, imagine the energy of the sky flowing into your being, meeting the energy of the earth within the very center of yourself. And now look beyond the trees, and let's use this as a way of using our creative imaginations. Imagine you can see a splash of color. You can see bushes, perhaps they're rhododendrons, bright, bright colors around. And realize that you can creatively build the landscape around you as if you've been tasked with the job of creating a paradise. And then realizing that everybody's creations are adding to this pool. So together we are building this paradise. And at that point, we stop creating the paradise and we just move our hands to either side of us. We hold the hand to either side of us, sensing this whole circle of beings who have been creating with their minds this beautiful, beautiful place on this level of consciousness in this plane. And from this place, this sense of solidarity and community, we sense all our fellow brothers and sisters sitting around in a circle, holding hands. And we can sense all the colors and the energy and the peace and the healing just flowing from this place. May there be peace on earth. May all life be blessed. May the land be blessed. A blessing on our lives, a blessing on our land. You gradually, just give a little squeeze to either side of you. You let your hands drift down and then bring your hands up just to your heart, feeling the warmth of your heart. May all life be blessed. And now you become aware of your physical body, breathing in deeply, hold for a moment, and then breathe out fully and deeply as your awareness of the sacred grove begins to fade. And you become aware of being seated in front of your screen, here and now, fully present, here and now. And when you feel ready, you open your eyes. And so now, see if you can type in a word or two to say how you're feeling. That would really help. I've lost the comments feed, so I'm not sure everybody's here. I think everybody's here. I hope everybody's here, that we're all together. But if you can type in a comment, I'll type in something here too, see if it comes up. Yes. Anyway. Well, look, I think it's possible I've lost the connection. I don't really know. If you're still here, many, many blessings to you. Hopefully on the individual pages on YouTube and Facebook, it'll come up when we've finished the tea. But have a really wonderful week. And next week, I look forward to seeing you again. So much love, many blessings. Okay, bye.